Republicans have been fighting the British for a united Ireland ever since Northern Ireland was created in 1921. During the Troubles, the IRA killed 656 British soldiers and over 600 civilians, according to the University of Ulster. Under the Good Friday Agreement, their political wing Sinn Féin agreed to end the killing in return for a place in government. For most people, the agreement has brought peace to the city. But for some, it's not enough.
My opinion is that if the causes for conflict remain, unless you remove that, the reasons for the conflict, I think it's inevitable. I think it's both inevitable and unfortunate that we will condemn future generations to that conflict, that Anglo-Irish conflict.
So what you're saying is that even though there's been some peace for some time now, it could go back to the way it was, where the streets run with blood as they did here.
As long as Britain violates Irish national sovereignty, there will be people in this country who will resist that by whatever means necessary.
But I'm about to discover that many loyalists feel equally let down by the peace process. Earlier this year, loyalists mounted 3 months of protest when the council voted not to fly the Union flag permanently above City Hall. Many were angry at what they felt was giving in to Republicans and undermining their British identity. It's approaching the 12th of July, when Protestants march to celebrate the victory of William of Orange over Catholic King James at the Battle of the Boyne. Marching bands are wary of the media because they feel they've been demonised in the past. But the Shankill Protestant boys have agreed to let me film with them. Gary Lenehan set up the band in 1980.
What do you think of the situation now, 15 years after the Good Friday Agreement?
When the Good Friday Agreement was signed, I voted yes, and I would say it's a given that 70% of the island voted yes. But that was on the basis that you were guaranteed to recognise your culture. But that's been flipped on its head. It's an onslaught of a cultural war now, and it's relentless. It's a 7-day week. Every single bit of my Britishness they're trying to erode.
What about the Catholic community here? How do you think they feel about the bands? Because it is a bit of a show of strength, isn't it?
No, it's not a show of strength. It's an expression of culture. You have 100 members of the band, and you take that tenfold out with their families, where they're all one big family. The band's your heart, the band's your life. All I want, as I said, and all we want as a band, is just to be left alone to express our culture.
Right, they're warning them, right, to disperse now, otherwise they're going to unleash with the water cannon. There you go, there it is, there's the arm there. There we go,